Graduated from CET in the year 2013, completed his master's in biological sciences and bioengineering at IIT Kanpur in the year 2015. He then worked as a research executive in Pfizer for 2 years, and currently he is pursuing PhD at the prestigious University of Freiburg, Germany. Please welcome Mr. Subash Chandra Malik.
Okay, so how are you doing, you all?
So we're doing good. So could you please tell us something about yourself and your journey from CET to University of Freiburg, Germany?
So, okay, before starting, what comes to your mind? One word, can you tell what comes to your mind when you speak about college or education or life? Which word is the most striking word in your life currently?
Experience.
Good. Okay, experience that comes from the friends or the circle you are now in. So I am very thankful to my teachers, my friends, and also juniors, seniors, whoever were there in my bachelor life in CET. They all hold together, held together nicely, and they motivated me. Even there were ups and downs, but always there was a constant flow of inspiration. So bachelor's life was not easy because 4 years of life, you always think to compete with each other because you have been already in a situation where you want to compete with each other and get good marks. So bachelor life was totally about marks, only marks. You never worry about learning something new. Marks, competition, rank, and everything. So totally, whatever you think is only about a life, career, and how to achieve good marks. But after you complete like bachelor's, you start to think, what do you really need? You need a job, or you need a degree, or you need to learn something new. New means totally. Bachelor is like a complete mixture of all subjects. So you want to learn something which is really you want to know uh, science, like studies about genes or bioinformatics, or exactly the application based technology like industrial biotechnology. So then you start to do some master studies, but then you are like you don't know anything how to start masters or how to start a job. So yeah, I mean, I just applied one job and I was rejected, so that's happy for me. Like TCS, so I did not get it. So that's a very good blessing for me. Then I applied a masters in a different institutions with GATE, and also I did this JG Bills. Do you know, guys? So JG Bills is like a graduate school exam for non-IITs. There are like top 7-8 institutes. So NCBS and DFER are there. But I did not get into those also, but I just went to IIT Kharagpur and Kanpur for interview, and then Kanpur was finalized because it was tough for me to get into those interviews. And then after masters, I wanted to do job because of some family problem and then financial issues. Yes, I did 2.5 years in Pfizer. 2015 September I joined, and then I left in January 2018 because that was too hectic. Like, it's same thing you do again and again. There is no motivation to do something new. So then I joined my favorite science, neuroscience. So I'm currently doing neuroscience, studying neural stem cells and neuroregeneration, Alzheimer disease, all these things. So this is like all about me in 2.5 years after my master's. So total 7 years, I think. Yes, 7 years almost gone. So yeah, you can ask questions now. More questions.
It's really great to listen to your journey. Thank you so much for sharing. Uh, so, uh, so shall we start with the question answer round?
Yes, always.
Now I would like to request Shivani Bohida to start with the questions.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, good evening.
So we'll start with knowing more about your life.
Okay,
We
the
have also
first thing
included
is,
some fun questions. Yeah.
okay, first thing is, don't call me sir, because when we are talking, I want to have a discussion. So I'm just call me my name, like Subash, whoever it is. Even there is a boy or girl, just call me my name. So it's very normal conversation, like a friend. So just call me Subash. Okay.
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 So my first question is, how was your first day at CET?
What? That's a very awkward question. Okay, I don't remember, but the first day was very scary because you can be ragged.
Yes.
So you know it because you can be ragged because I don't know even currently what is the situation. There is ragging still there or not?
No, no. Now it's all ragging
Ragging
free.
is still there or not? Okay. So during our time, there was no ragging, but there was some soft ragging, like the people will just look at you and tease you and do something like which is a little bit of ragging, but not exactly ragging. So I was scared, but I was sitting at the back of the bus, and then I was totally scared of to talk to anyone. I was just uh, like worried about how to sign my documents and then get into the class. I was just worried about going into the class and getting the lessons. I was not there to make any friends or anyone. So that was my first day. I was thinking to just start the class.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Then, did you live in hostel in CET or you were a day scholar?
So for first 1.5 year, I was a day scholar. I was searching for a hostel. I was outside, like near this some pali. I forgot the name. Uh, near Jadaviyar, there is some pali there. I love that place. There is some village, IRC village. I was living there for some time, and then I moved to a hostel inside CET campus, boys hostel.
So, can you share some fun incidents from your hostel life in CET?
What kind of incident? Like what? Funny or motivational or like very sad or boys thing or what do you want?
So, one funny and one motivational.
Funny thing is, there were like two more roommates with me. My friends, like one is from electrical, one is from biotechnology. What we did is that was Sunday, and we just like a three idiots. We were three idiots. Like we were bathing in. So it's very personal thing, but we were bathing. So in a hostel. So then I took some photos. The photos are still with me. So we bathed. Yeah, there was pant, but we just bathed, and there was all soap and all over us, and we were just roaming around this without any without cleaning us. We were just roaming around, three of us, inside that building. That was one quick fun incident I can remember now. Because the water level I think was not there too much for bathing three people, so we were just roaming around with that. One funny incident for me is I was bathing near the electrical department. Do you know there is a pump? Boys might be knowing it. So there is a pump when there is no water in the boys' hostel. Boys should go there and take some water from there. There is near the mechanical building or something outside this main building. So I used to bath there like these three idiots, Amir Khan thing, right? So and the bus used to come at that time actually. So the motivational thing is I cried a lot during my last years of bachelor's because I was getting no admission to masters, and then those crying times actually gave me nice moral boosting, because I really badly needed one masters, and I had to choose between two final IITs. So yeah, those were like motivational means. There were many moments. The one of the moment I remember is just crying in the room alone. So yeah.
Mhm. So it looks really difficult.
Yeah,
So my
difficult,
next
but
question.
it's also you have to hold on to the things which you want.
Mhm. We
Yeah,
have to be consider consistent with what we want really.
yeah, yes, exactly.
So my next question is, what was your favorite place in CET, and where did you spend your most of the time in your bachelor's life?
So when I was in CET, I told like last 2.5 years or 3 years I was there in CET hostel campus. So I used to
Mhm.
go running morning jogs to this lonely place. If you go CET, there is a small hill kind of a thing outside the main building.
Yes.
So if you go and that area, I used to go morning run, nobody alone. So I used to go and do some exercise and all these things. So that is, I think, one of the favorite places, that area where the bus used to stop. No, still the bus will be stopping at the back of the this mechanical building. I forgot the name. What is that building? Mechanical, right? Some electrical and mechanical labs are there. So that place, near
Yes.
that buses used to stop. So that is the favorite place because I used to go there always and do some handstand, yoga or exercise, something there.
Mhm.
And favorite time, I don't know. I mean, favorite moment or time, what you call, is the class, going to the class.
So and then what is like attending lab classes was more fun or classes? How will you differentiate?
Lab classes, you don't have actually lab classes because I will also tell this to every one. In India, bachelor life is like you just watch it. The experiments you cannot do it because there are so many people you cannot handle each equipment like one by one. So only
Mhm.
specific people are allowed to handle, or two or three people. So maybe I was not exposed too much to experimental like lab classes, but I was there always. I wanted to learn. Some instruments I touched, but always I loved the teachings because I was curious in all the teachings. I was asking questions why and how.
Mhm.
So the final year classes were very nice.
Mhm. I see. So what things did you learn first time in CET?
The first thing I learned in CET first time is about friends who are there and can vanish anytime.
I see.
So they are there for you, but when they have time, they have their own thing, they can vanish. It's there in CET. It happened like you were with the friends sitting and talking, chit chatting, college, and then in the evening nobody was with you. So that's the first thing.
I see. So
Yeah, I
what is the
mean,
best? Yes, sir.
yeah, from me you will get all these kind of answers because life is like this. So you don't get straightforward answers.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm, according to you, what is the best thing about CET and why?
CET, the best thing is about CET is about its location. It's totally out of the city and it's in the jungles. So you just secluded because you want to study. You are if you want to have fun, you come to city. So that's why it is totally outside the city.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's good place. This is the best thing about CET because it's totally in the nature and all this thing you see around you is quite inspiring. So yeah, and what was the second question you
Yes.
asked?
How was the hostel? Yes.
Hostel
No,
life.
I was like, yeah. Hostel life. How is the hostel life different in CET and IIT Kanpur?
Oh my God, it's totally different. So IIT Kanpur is a different story, different chapter. I lived my life, the best part of my life was IIT Kanpur. So I can never explain that. It's an undescribable experience. I was like a heaven in IIT Kanpur because so much freedom and everything I can do if I like whatever I wanted. Still, I studied. So that was the best part of IIT Kanpur, one of
Mhm.
the premier institutes of India. So CET is different but similar, but the main thing will make a difference is the opportunities of having nature, playground, or going out, or um, similar things I did in bachelor's and master's, going out alone in the night taking pictures because I love photography. So
Mhm.
it's my passion. So I do it. Even now I'm doing it very like professionally. I do it. So, but IIT Kanpur I enjoyed. The difference was food, and difference was the food and way of living. See, it
Mhm.
was like people were so much careless, little bit, but in IT Kanpur, careless plus careful because of the future.
Mhm. I see. Did you meet any friends in IIT Kanpur, like your old friends?
Yeah, I think I met one senior from our batch, Kirti Snigdha. She completed PhD. She was from CET, so she completed PhD recently in US from Dayton.
Mhm.
She's now, I think, doing postdoc or searching job in US, but she's now in US.
Mhm.
And also, I met couple of juniors, not directly I know, but they know me in IIT Kanpur.
Mhm.
From CET, like from CET, I met some people.
I see. What advice would you like to give to your younger self and why?
Hmm. So you took some questions from internet, or tell me.
Some from internet and some we prepared.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
So because this kind of questions, like I see in the internet, so the answer will be obvious. I don't want to change anything. So okay. So this is like general people will say, but I would suggest to my younger self that I should have done more mistakes in life. No, I hold back. I held back some things which I wanted to do. So never fear to do, like get afraid to do something which you want to do. There is always a room of getting to know yourself better, the improvement, what you call it is. So you have to give chances to yourself, your environment, and you have to learn more. That means you have to make the mistakes more like much more better mistakes to learn better.
Yes.
Yeah, but life is always like this. You will always say, "Oh, I could have done better," but it's always you have to accept how it is comes to you. So yeah, right now
Okay.
I'm making more mistakes.
That is true that we always get afraid while doing something like
Yeah,
I
but
might
that's what I
fail or
say. Even when what I could not do in CET, I wanted to tell you all that just just think think for a second. If you don't do that, what will happen? Nothing. If you don't uh, like if you don't go to some shop for buying something, nothing will happen. So it's just for example. So if you feel something strongly, just do it,
Mhm.
and life will tell you what to do. So but also like keep a watch, like think twice before doing something. So that's also a thing.
Hi भाई,
Yeah.
Saurav here from 15 batch.
Oh, Saurabh Mishra.
हाँ भाई, yes.
Okay, କୁହ କେମିତି ଅଛ?
ଭଲ ଅଛି ଭାଇ।
କହ।
ଗୋଟେ advice କରିବେ କି କେମିତି ମାନେ MTech ଆଉ PhD କି postdoc line ରେ ଗଲେ how to keep yourself ମାନେ cheered up ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ happy go lucky
Exactly.
person କି ରହିବାର ଅଛି, ଯୋଉଟା ମାନେ ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ experience share କରୁଛି।
Yes.
ମାନେ କି ଆପଣ ହେଇଗଲେ ଆଉ ଇଏ ହେଇଗଲେ ଜୁହି ଦିଦି ହେଇଗଲେ, ଏମିତି ଗୋଟେ ଦି ଜଣଙ୍କୁ ଛାଡିଦେଲେ ମାନେ ଲାଗୁଛି କି ଗୋଟେ ପୋଷ୍ଟ ଡକ୍ କି PhD କରିବାକୁ ଗଲେ ସେ ଲାଇନ ଟା ମାନେ ଗୋଟେ କଣ ଗୋଟେ ଲାଇନ କୁ ପଳେଇଲୁ ଯେ ଆଉ ସେଇ ଲୋକଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ ଫଟୋଟେ ନାହିଁ, କିଛି ନାହିଁ। ସିଏ ଗୋଟେ ଡ୍ୟାନ୍ସ କରିବା ଭିଡିଓଟେ ନାହିଁ କି ଏନ୍ଜୟ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ବିଚ୍ ରେ, କିଛି ଭିଡିଓ ନାହିଁ, ଫଟୋ ମାନେ ପୁରା ଡଲ୍ ହେଇଗଲା।
ତ
ସେଇଟା
ମୋର
ମାନେ
ଦେଖୁନ, ନା ମୋର ଦେଖ, ମୋର ୟୁଟ୍ୟୁବ ଯାଅ, ମୋର ୟୁଟ୍ୟୁବ ସ୍ନାପୱାର୍କ ଅଛି, ଇନଷ୍ଟାଗ୍ରାମ ଅଛି, ଜଷ୍ଟ ଗୋ ଦେୟାର
ସେଥିପାଇଁ
ଏଣ୍ଡ
ମୁଁ
ସି ମି।
କହୁଛି, ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରୁଛି ଏଇ କଥାଟା କି ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ କେମିତି ମୋଟିଭେଟେଡ ରହିବାର ଅଛି। ଯଦି ବି କାହିଁକି ନା ଆମର, ମୁଁ ସବୁବେଳେ କହୁଛି କି, ମୁଁ ପିଲା ମତେ ପଚାରିଲେ ମୁଁ କହୁଛି କି ଭାଇ ଦେଖ, ଯଦି ବାୟୋଟେକ୍ ପଢିଲ, ଏମଟେକ୍ କଲ, ଯଦି ସେଇଠୁ ବହୁତ ଇଚ୍ଛା ହେଲା ତମେ ଟିକେ ଏକା ରହିବା ଚାହେ ପିଲା, ଏତେ ସମୟ ଲ୍ୟାବ ରେ ବସି ପାରିବ, ତାହେଲେ କର। ତମେ ସେ ମତେ ଆଣ୍ଟ୍ରୁ ପ୍ରୁଫ କରିଦିଅ କି even though you are sitting 12 hours in the lab, it is not that you are a very ମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ଏକା ଚାହିଁବା ପିଲା ନୁହଁ, ମୁଁ ମିଶିବାକୁ ଚାହେଁ, ମଜା କରିବାକୁ ଚାହେଁ, ସେଇ ପିଲାଟା ମୁଁ। ସେଇଟା ତମେ କେମିତି କର, ମୁଁ ତମର ଫଟୋଜ ଦେଖିଛି, ଡ୍ୟାନ୍ସ କରିବାର ଦେଖିଛି, ଏଇଟା ସେଇଟା ସେଟା ସବୁ କେମିତି କର, ସେଟା ଟିକେ ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ କୁହ କି କେମିତି ନିଜକୁ ସେଟା ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲୋର କରିପାରିବ ଏ ଭଲ ଭଲ ଇନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁଟ୍ସ କୁ ଯାଇକି, ତ ନିଜକୁ କେମିତି ସେଇ ଆଙ୍ଗେଲ ଟା ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲୋର କରିପାରିବ।
ଏକ୍ଜାକ୍ଟଲି, କଥା ହେଲା ଇଏ ଯେ IIT କାନପୁରରେ ଥିଲାବେଳେ ବି କିମ୍ବା ସିଟ୍ ରେ ଥିଲାବେଳେ ବି ତମମାନେ କଣ କର ନା, ଭାବ କି ପାଠ ହିଁ ସବୁ କିଛି, ଲାଇକ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଯୋଉ ଟିଭିରେ ବି ଦେଖ, ସିରିଏଲ ନ୍ୟୁଜରେ ଯାହା ବି ଦେଖ, ପାଠ ପଢିକି ସବୁ କିଛି ପାଉଛନ୍ତି ନା, ସେଇଟା ନୁହଁ। ପାଠ ସହିତ you have to also think about what you can do something more extra from your inside, like in the heart you think to do something better, like art, sketch, photography, dance, music, guitar, many things. Like you start to do it in the bachelor life, but when the final year exam comes, you start to give up those things. ମୁଁ ଦେଖିଛି ବହୁତ ପିଲା ଗିଟାର ବଜାନ୍ତି, ଡ୍ୟାନ୍ସ କରନ୍ତି, ବଟ୍ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଫାଇନାଲ ଇୟର ଆସେ ସବୁ ଗିଭ୍ ଅପ୍ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତି, ବିକଜ ଗୋଟେ ଜବ୍ ମିଳିଯାଏ, ବୁଝିପାରିଲ, ପଇସା ମିଳିଯାଏ। ଇଟ୍ସ ଓକେ, ଆଇ ମିନ୍ ପଇସା ମିଳିଲା କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ, ବଟ୍ ତାପରେ ବି ତମମାନେ ଜାଣିବା କଥା କି ସେଇ ଜିନିଷଟା ତମକୁ ଲାଇଭ୍ ରଖୁଛି, ମାନେ ଲାଇଭଲି ଫିଲ୍ ରହୁଛି, ରାଇଟ୍? ତମେ ଯଦି ଡ୍ୟାନ୍ସ କଲ କିମ୍ବା ଗିଟାର ବଜେଇଲ ତ ତାକୁ କେବେ ବି ଛାଡିବନି। କୋଉଠିକି ବି ଯାଅ, ତମେ ଯେତେ ବୟସ ବି ହେଇଯାଉ ତମର, ତମେ ଚାକିରି କର, ବାହା ହେଇଯାଅ, ପିଲା ହେଇଯାଅ, ବଟ୍ କେବେ ବି ତାକୁ ଛାଡିବନି ଯୋଉଟା ତମକୁ ଲାଇଭ୍ ଫିଲ୍ କରୁଛି। ମତେ ଫଟୋଗ୍ରାଫି କଲେ, ଡ୍ୟାନ୍ସ କଲେ, କବିତା ଲେଖିଲେ କିମ୍ବା ସ୍କେଚ୍ କଲେ ମତେ ଭଲ ଲାଗେ, ତ ମୁଁ କେବେ ବି ତାକୁ ଛାଡିକି ରହିପାରିବିନି। ମୁଁ ଯୁଆଡେ ବି ଯାଏ ସେ ଜିନିଷଟା ମୋ ସହିତ ରହିବ। ଦେନ୍ ଟାଇମ ଦିଅ, ୱିକେଣ୍ଡସ୍ ରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏକା ରହିବ ସେ ଜିନିଷକୁ ଟାଇମ ଦିଅ। ତମର ମେନ୍ ଫୋକସ୍ ରହିବ ତମର ଜବ୍, PhD କିମ୍ବା ପୋଷ୍ଟଡକ୍। ତମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଟାଇମ ପାଇବ ତମେ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷଟାକୁ ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରା ଏଫର୍ଟ ଦବ, ନର୍ଚର କରିବ, ଯେମିତି ଛୋଟ ପିଲାକୁ ହାତ ଧରି ଚାଲି ଶିଖାନ୍ତି, ସେମିତି ତମେ ନିଜର ହବିକୁ କିମ୍ବା ପ୍ୟାସନକୁ ତମେ ଧୀରେ 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 ଆଗକୁ ନବ। ତାମାନେ ମୁଁ ଯଦି ଫଟୋଗ୍ରାଫି କରୁଛି, ୱିକେଣ୍ଡରେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଫ୍ରି ଅଛି, ତମ ସହିତ ମୋର ସରିଲା ପରେ ମୋର ଗୋଟେ ଫଟୋ ସୁଟ ସେସନ ଅଛି ଗୋଟେ ମଡେଲ ସହିତ, ମୁଁ ଯିବି ତା ସହିତ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ପରେ। ତ ସେମିତିକା, ତ ତମକୁ ଟାଇମ ବାହାର କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ତମ ପ୍ୟାସନ ପାଇଁ। ତମେ ଯଦି ଗୀତ ଗାଉଛ, ତମକୁ ଟାଇମ ବାହାର କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ଇଭିନିଂ ରେ ଅଧଘଣ୍ଟା କିମ୍ବା ଘଣ୍ଟେ, ସେଟାକୁ ଯେମିତି କରିବ। ଏଟା କଲେ କଣ ହବ, ତମେ ମାନେ ଏଲୋନ ଫିଲ୍ କରିବନି, ବୋରିଂ ଫିଲ୍ କରିବନି। ତମେ ଜାଣିବ କି ହଁ ପିଲାଟା ଏବେ ବି ମାନେ ମୋ ମାଇଣ୍ଡ, ଯୋଉ ମୋ ବଡି ଆଣ୍ଡ ସୋଲ ଆର୍ କନେକ୍ଟେଡ, ସେମାନେ ବଞ୍ଚିଛନ୍ତି ଏବେ ବି। ତମେ ଯଦି ଅନଲି ପାଠ ପଢିବ, ଖାଲି ଯଦି ପାଠରେ ବିଜି ରହିବ, ପାଠ ସବୁ କିଛି ନୁହେଁ, ମୁଁ ଆଉଥରେ ବି କହୁଛି।
ଆଉ ତାପରେ ଭାଇ it becomes all the more important what I feel particularly in ମାନେ doing your higher education in a line like
Exactly,
biotechnology.
ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ଫ୍ରଷ୍ଟ୍ରେଟେଡ ଅଛି ରେ, ମୁଁ ତମମାନଙ୍କୁ କହୁନି, ବଟ ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ଫ୍ରଷ୍ଟ୍ରେଟେଡ। Because PhD and postdoc re you will feel the pressure and you will feel everything is like done for you, you have nothing to do. But ଏବେ ମତେ ବହୁତ ଖୁସି ଲାଗୁଛି କି ମୁଁ ମୋର ପୁରୁଣା କଲେଜ ପିଲାଙ୍କ ସହିତ କଥା ହେଇପାରୁଛି। So you never know, just open up your ideas and open to people, just open up, and you never know what will cross your path. Just just keep it open and
Exactly.
don't hesitate to express
yes,
yourself.
exactly. माने for juniors whosoever are in the call, देखो MBA जो माने करूचंदी से लाइफ टा सेमिति की बहुत जिंस माने
ନାଇଁ MBA ରେ ବି ବହୁତ ପିଲା ବୁଲୁଛନ୍ତି ମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି ମୋର ଯୋଉ ମାନେ ଏଠି ସାଙ୍ଗ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଅଲଗା ଅଲଗା କଣ୍ଟ୍ରିରୁ ଇଟାଲୀ ଫ୍ରାନ୍ସ ଜର୍ମାନୀ ସବୁ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ବି ଯୋଉ ବିଜନେସ MBA କରୁଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଲାଇଫ ଅଛି ତ ସେମାନେ କଣ କରନ୍ତି ଆମେ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ କଣ ଦେଖିଛୁ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ ବାସ୍ ପାଠ ଜବ ପଇସା ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି ସବୁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ତମେ ବାହାରକୁ ଆସୁଛ ତମେ ଦେଖୁଛ ଦେयर ଇଜ ସମଥିଙ୍ଗ କଲ୍ଡ ପର୍ସନାଲ ଲାଇଫ ଏଣ୍ଡ ଦେयर ଇଜ ସମଥିଙ୍ଗ କଲ୍ଡ ପ୍ରଫେସନାଲ ଲାଇଫ ପର୍ସନାଲ ଲାଇଫ ହେଲା ତମେ ମାନେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ନିଜକୁ ଟାଇମ ଦଉଛ ମୁଁ ଏବେ ୟୋଗା ଏକ୍ସରସାଇଜ ବଡି ବିଲ୍ଡିଂ ଯାହା ବି ତମେ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛ ସେଟା ପର୍ସନାଲ ଲାଇଫ ତମର ଯଦି ପ୍ରଫେସନାଲ ଲାଇଫ ହେଲା ସେଟା ହେଲା ପାଠ ପଢା ଯାହା ବି ତାକୁ ଗୋଟେ ଟାଇମ ଅଛି ତ 24 ଆୱାର୍ସ ସମସ୍ତେ ପାଇଛନ୍ତି ତମେ କେମିତି ୟୁଟିଲାଇଜ କରୁଛ ସେଟା ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ତ ଜୁନିୟର୍ସ ମାନେ ଏଇଟା ଭାବୁଥିବେ କି ଆମେ ପାଠ ପଢିକି ବେଶୀ ମାର୍କ ଆଣିଦେଲେ ମାଷ୍ଟର୍ସ କିମ୍ବା PhD ମିଳିଯିବ ସେଇଟା ଠିକ ବଟ୍ ତା ସହିତ ତମକୁ ଆହୁରି କିଛି ବି ଜିନିଷ କରିବାର ଅଛି ସେଥିପାଇଁ ତମେ 70-30% ତମେ ୟୁଟିଲାଇଜ କର ଟାଇମ ଟାକୁ 70% ତମର ପ୍ରୋଫେସନାଲ ଲାଇଫ 20-30% ତମର ପର୍ସନାଲ ଲାଇଫ ତ ଇଟ୍ସ ଏ ବାଲାନ୍ସ ଫାଇନ ବାଲାନ୍ସ ବିଟୱିନ ଦିସ୍ ଟୁ ଯଦି ତମକୁ ସାଙ୍ଗ କେହି ମିଳୁନାହାନ୍ତି ତାହେଲେ
कहीं ना एते एटा गोटे लॉन्ग गेम माने आपण MBA देखंतु आपण शारदा मो बैच रे जी एयर 6 रखी खड़गपुर आईटी जाइतिला कि सी एम पर ही कुड नॉट सस्टेन इट कि यार एते लंबा मो 6-7 इयर्स आउरी रहिबी जदि तमे निजर से एंगल टा खोजी परिबनी probably you have an answer कि this PhD and postdoc is not something for you जदि निजको तमे सेति की खुशी रखी पारुनो कहना this is something like lab और तमे एकुटिया ही रहबो निजर गोटे हॉबी एटा धरि पारुनो तो समवेयर जो से क्वेश्चन तमे सीनियर मानु सबले पचारे कि भाई कोनटा करिवि एमटेक लाइन रे जिबि टेक्निकल लाइन रे जिबि कि एमबीए लाइन रे जिबि तो यू हैव एन आंसर सही क्वेश्चन रे कि निजको केंति खुशी रखिबो ସେଇଟା ମାନେ ମତେ ଲାଗୁଛି ଭାଇ ସେଇଟା ତମେ
ଏକ୍ସାକ୍ଟଲି ସେଇଟା ହିଁ ଆନ୍ସର ତମେ ଯାହା ବି କର ତମେ ଯଦି MBA ବି କଲ ତମେ ଦେଖ କି MBA ଟା ତମକୁ କେମିତି ଖୁସି ଦେଇପାରିବ ମୁଁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ PhD କରୁଛି ହଁ ମୁଁ ଏଠି ଅଛି ବାହାରେ ଜର୍ମାନୀରେ ତମକୁ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ ବସିକି ତମକୁ ଲାଗୁଥିବ ଭାଇ ଜର୍ମାନୀରେ ମସ୍ତି ଇଏ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆରେ ସେମିତି ନାହିଁ ଲାଇଫ ବହୁତ ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ହେଲା ମୁଁ ତମ ସହିତ କଥା ହଉଛି ବଟ୍ ମୋର ସେପଟେ ଏକ୍ସପେରିମେଣ୍ଟ ବି ଚାଲିଥାଇପାରେ ତ ଜିନିଷଟା ହଉଛି ସମସ୍ତେ ଲାଇଫରେ କିଛି ନା କିଛି ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଥ୍ରୁରେ ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି ବଟ୍ ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍ ସମସ୍ତେ ଲାଇଫ ର 30-40 ଇୟର୍ସ ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରା ଟାଇମ ଯୋଉ ବ୍ୟାଚଲର ପରେ 30 ଇୟର୍ସ ଏଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ସେମାନେ ଏଇ ଥ୍ରୁରେ ଯାଆନ୍ତି କି ଲାଇଫ ଟା ଗୋଟେ ଜର୍ଣ୍ଣି ଏଟା କେବେ ବି ଏଣ୍ଡ ହୁଏନି so enjoy all these things what you are getting from the seniors juniors or bachelor masters just enjoy it nothing is permanent nothing is like everything is going to change so just enjoy slowly whatever you are getting corona re dekho kon hala mane duniya ulta hi gala mu ଆସିଛି ମୁଁ କହୁଛି ଗୋଟେ କଥା ମୁଁ 2018 ରେ ଜାନୁଆରୀରେ ଆସିଥିଲି ଏଠିକି ଏଯାଏ ମୁଁ ଘରକୁ ଯାଇ ନାହିଁ କେତେ ବର୍ଷ ହେଲାଣି 2.5 ବର୍ଷ ହେଲାଣି so life is not always a very easy thing so but you have to accept some things which are not in your control so and I believe me this will be all fine at the end so just hold on to everything what you are doing that ମୁଁ ଏତିକି କହିବି ମୋ ଜୁନିୟର ମାନଙ୍କୁ ଆଉ କଣ କହିବି
थैंक यू
अरे सौरभ बड़े लेले कथा है तो
थैंक यू हाँ कंटिन्यू करो क्वेश्चंस की बचा
yes you mentioned about poetry writing so can you show us some like can you share one poetry with us
ओके मु इंस्टेंटली बहुत लेखे मते ଗୋଟେ टॉपिक को मैं बेलेक देबी मु बहुत इंस्टेंट लेखे मो पारे कोनसी पोएट्री एंती नाही नाही मु रिसेंटली लेखितली मुर लेखिसी मु ଗୋଟେ पठेइतली ଗୋଟେ सांग को इंस्टा रे मु खोलुची मु जनरली इंस्टेंटली लेखे नेचर किंबा ये ऊपर कोनसी झियो जदी इंस्पायर करला मते सांग बुझिपाइल एमती अलगा सेंस रे नियने ओके गोटे लेखिथिली काली कोडे वाला ओके एटा पोएट्री एटा को के भाबिबन एटा मो फीलिंग एटा मु लेखिथिली बिकॉज़ मु देखिथिली दी जण को सेति में लेखिथिली एटा हला She was dry, like leafless grass bed in late winter afternoon. He came with love and passion, showered the blessings he had, and let her bloom. When the sun rose above the hills, he left with the nature as the sun set in. Beneath the unending waters, he vanished into nothingness. ଏମିତି ବହୁତ ସାରା ଲେଖେ ମୁଁ
Wow.
ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ ତ ଲେଖିକି ମୁଁ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ସିଟ୍ ରେ ମତେ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରାଇଜ ବି ମିଳିଥିଲା ବଟ୍ ଆଇଆଇଟି କାନପୁରରେ ମିଳିଥିଲା ବଟ୍ ଏସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଧୀରେ 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 ଭୁଲିଯିବ ଯଦି ତମେ ନ କରିବ ତମକୁ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ଏଟା କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁ ରଖିବାକୁ ପଡିବ।
ସବୁ ଆର୍ଟ ରେ ବି ମାନେ ସବୁ ଫର୍ମ ଅଫ ଆର୍ଟ ରେ କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁଟି ନ ରହିଲେ ସେଟା ହାତ ଛାଡିଯାଏ।
Yes. କୌଣସି ଜିନିଷ ଆର୍ଟ ନୁହଁ। If you also look at life and family friends, if you do not nurture them, they go away quickly. Like they do not stay. Nothing is going to stay with you forever. Everything has a time and everything has a limit. You have to pursue it very nicely and finely if you want to keep it for a long time.
Definitely.
I have many things to say, but I choose to remain silent. I have many games to play, but I remain calm and still. I have many ways to express, but I choose to look dead. Because I'm afraid if I say so, it might vanish right in front of my eyes and can never think of it. So I keep them hidden and take them with me to my grave. Right before my soul leaves the very earth, I would set all desires free.
ବହୁତ ସୁନ୍ଦର ହେଇଛି।
ନାଇଁ ଏମିତି ବହୁତ ସାରା ଲେଖେ ମୁଁ ବଟ୍ ସେ କଥା କହୁଛି ଯଦି ତମେ କୌଣସି କମ୍ପିଟିସନ ଆକୁ ତାକୁ କରୁଛ ମୁଁ ପଠେଇ ପାରିବି କିଛି ପୋଏମ୍ ମୁଁ ପଠେଇଛି ବି ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନାହିଁ କୋଉଠି ଅଛି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ବଟ୍ ଏମିତି ଚଳିବ ମାନେ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଲାଗିବ ଯଦି ତମମାନେ କୋଉଠି ଏମିତି କାହାକୁ ଦେଇପାରିବ ପୋଏମ୍ସ। Okay, questions?
Yes, sir. What do you plan to do after everything goes normal, like pandemic stuff?
What normal?
Pandemic.
What is normal? Okay, for me everything is still normal now. Like even if I look at India or Germany or US, everything is still the same. Just we wear a mask when I go out, stepping out of my door, I wear a mask and a distance of 1.5 meter here in Germany, but in India I don't know what is. I think there is no mask, right?
No, sir, we have masks. Everyone has to wear one while going out.
Okay, so this is called second phase of lockdown as of Europe and India, but US has already third phase of lockdown. So life is always exactly like what is going on with or without corona. Without when life is normal, I would live much more like now I'm living like okay, this is my last day of life because I live like enjoy everything. So when the corona goes, same thing, I will enjoy more. So yeah, but there is no fear, there is no hope that it will go or not. I just don't care what is there, just live.
Definitely. So what was the most difficult subject in BTech out of all subjects?
हे एमि सब क्वेश्चन पचारियाको ना गोटे जूनियर पिला को धर दे हला एसो जिंस नाइ म माइंड रे सब भूली रेडे हूं।
Okay. Fine.
नाइ टॉपिक मते डिफिकल्ट सेमती किछि लागि नथिला। डिफिकल्ट जदि मार्क हिसाब रे पचारिबो तो इलेक्ट्रिकल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स से सब माने जोटा आउट ऑफ द वे सिलेबस थिला से सब रे बाजे जिंस मते इच्छा होइनी पढिया को से तो बट बायोलॉजी रे मते सीरियसली बायोइन्फॉर्मेटिक्स ता बहुत डिफिकल्ट लागितला इनिशियली बट देन आईआईटी कानपुर रे मु ताको बुझी गली बिकॉज़ पढेवा स्टाइल डिपेंड करे राइट तुम को सार पढौचंदी केमिति सेटा डिपेंड करे तो बहुत इजी सब्जेक्ट तक भी बहुत डिफिकल्ट वे रे जने पढेबो तमे डरी जीवो जो बहुत डिफिकल्ट सब्जेक्ट भी जने जदी बहुत इजी वे रे पढेबो तमे खुशी हो जीवो मैथमेटिक्स मु डरे जेतले थिली मु माने प्राइमरी स्कूल रे मुतले जेएनबी रे थिला बेले मु माइग्रेशन रे जाइतिली यूपी सेतले मैथमेटिक्स को मु बहुत लाइक आई जस्ट लव्ड मैथमेटिक्स बिकॉज़ द वे ऑफ टीचिंग ऑफ दैट टीचर वाज सो डिफरेंट एंड सो नाइस I loved mathematics more than any subject. I secured like 99 out of 100. So मते बहुत बढ़िया लागला. तो डिपेंड करे कोउ सब्जेक्ट के सार पढोचंती.
हम्म
एबे कोन सार को ऊपर कमेंट.
ठीक है ठीक. Now I'd like to pass on to Seema Didi for more questions. Didi, please.
Can you please tell us what are the responsibilities for a research executive?
Okay, the first thing was I was doing a training. So for first some months you have to do a training. It's anywhere, like in a master's, PhD, or in a job. So some months are about training, only getting training and about getting to know the things. And depending on that training, whatever knowledge, like you will get 3-4 techniques, bioanalytical techniques like ELISA, Western blot, or some method validations in HPLC or something. So you'll get all these things. Then after that, when you get to know these things, then you are given a chance to do it over the time. So depends on which department you are. I was in analytical, so I was doing this analysis every day. So if you are in a cell culture lab, you will do the cell culture things every day. So this is like a job. You have to do it continuously. So I was doing a monoclonal antibody analysis, not a, like there were 3 monoclonal antibodies. If you know antibody, then it's like we were making antibodies for cancer therapy. So I was doing the validation and analysis and quantification, all these things, parameters, which like physical parameters like protein and characterization, disulfide bond, all these things. Yeah.
So, is it possible to join Pfizer after BTech, or high studies are important?
So Pfizer exactly does not have this opportunity for BTech students, but in US or in outside India, they have something called some internship program which takes the bachelor students. But I think in India there is no such thing from Pfizer. Only Biocon does it. So you can join Biocon and then from there you can go to Pfizer. But if you are lucky, if you have very good connections and if you have very good strong resume, like you already know some technical exposure from industry, you can start in Pfizer. But as of my idea and knowledge, do not try to hit very like top things at first. Try to hit the basic things. You start an internship in an industry and then start to go to small pharma, like or whichever pharma is suitable, easily available for you. Try to go there. So something is better than nothing. So try it, but I don't say no. Try it. If you don't get panicked or like negativity in your mind. Just try it. Keep on trying. Whatever you get, start with that. And slowly you have an aim for going to Pfizer. You can make it. So just keep on going. It's a step. It does not stop in one company. You can switch to another company in 1 year. It's fine.
Yes. One study wins the race. Yeah. So I said, slow and steady wins the race.
Yes, it's fine, and also it learns many things on the way.
Yes. So can you please tell us something about IIT Kanpur? Like, what are the placement opportunities it provides for this MTech and PhD students?
So if you are going to biological sciences after biotechnology from CET, so to masters in IIT Kanpur, then you have zero opportunity. Wait, zero opportunity for the job. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Zero opportunities for the job, and then zero opportunities for the placement. all the things is you have to find your own. Only the bachelor students get this placement things. Masters we do it there personally. Like my professor knew someone in the company and then he arranged a meeting. So sometimes if you're lucky it happens, but not always. So you have to start from your side. You have to ask the professor exact question. If you need placement, sometimes professors know some people in the company who can give you this information or ask you for an interview. So always remember these terms when you are looking for a job in industry. One term is called recommendation letter, reference. Okay, these are the words: recommendation letter, reference, connection. These are the words you have to use in your professional life. So that means reference letter, recommendation letter means someone who knows you personally plus professionally and write about you nicely so that always other people can see that and read that and take you. That is called recommendation letter. That you have to keep it in mind, because some or the other day if you are going to higher studies or going for job, you will need it from the professors. So that is one word you should keep it in mind. It's called recommendation letter.
Yes, okay, sir.
ମୁଁ ତମ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ପଚାରିବି। ଋଷି କ୍ରିଷ୍ଣା ଏଟା କିଏ? ସୀମାରାଣୀ ପାତ୍ର ନା କିଏ ପଚାରୁଛ ଏଇଟା?
Yes, sir.
ତମେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଟା ସବୁବେଳେ ପଚାରୁଛ ସିନିୟର୍ସ ମାନଙ୍କୁ, ମୁଁ ତ ପ୍ରାୟ ଆସୁଛି କଲ୍ ଗୁଡାକ ଶୁଣିବାକୁ କି ଯେ ଏମଟେକ୍ ପରେ କଣ ରେସ୍ପନ୍ସ ମାନେ ଜବ୍ ଅପରଚ୍ୟୁନିଟିଜ ଥିଲା, ଶାରଦାକୁ ହେଲା କି ଏବେ ଭାଇଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରିଲ କି ଆହୁରି ବି ଆଗରୁ ପଚାରୁଥିଲ, ତ ତମମାନେ କଣ ଚାହୁଁଛ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ସେଇଟା କୁହ। କି ମାନେ ଶାରଦା ବି ସେଇ କଥାଟା କହିଥିଲା କି ଆଇଆଇଟି କେଜିପି ରେ ସେ AIR6 ରେ ଯାଇଥିଲା, ସେଠି ବି ଅପରଚ୍ୟୁନିଟି ଅସୁବିଧା ଥିଲା। ତ वी आर डूइंग ମାନେ ଆମେ ସ୍ପେସିଫିକାଲି ଗୋଟେ ଲାଇନ୍ ଭାଇ ଆ ଉପରେ କହିପାରିବେ ଟିକେ କି ବାୟୋଟେକ୍ ର ଲାଇନ୍, ବାୟୋଲୋଜିକାଲ ସାଇନ୍ସ ର ଲାଇନ୍ ଏମଟେକ୍ ରେ इट्स नॉट दैट कि तुम एते क्वालिफाइड हो जाइए कि गोटे बहुत बड़ जॉब टे गोटे फार्मा कंपनी रे तुमको माने लैंड अप कर दो सही पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम अनलेस पीएचडी की पोस्ट डॉक ए लेवल रो नॉलेज तुम पाखरे नाही। तो तो सेही जिंसटा को टिके माइंड रे भाई टिके आपण
प्रॉब्लम कोन है मु आउरी बढ़िया से बुझौछि। सौरभ ठीक पॉइंट आनला। बर्तमान जो बैचलर पिला अछंती सेमानकर एटा क्वेश्चन पचारिबाटा बहुत वैलिड, बिकॉज सेमाने वरीड। मु ताको बहुत क्लियर वे बुझौछि, बिकॉज मु जेति की देखिछि फार्मा इंडस्ट्री आउ सब इंडस्ट्री रे बायोटेक्नोलॉजी पिला कम अछंती, बिकॉज बायोटेक्नोलॉजी आमर जो बायोलॉजिकल साइंस एटा ला गोटे इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी साइंस, केही भी आसी परिबे। किंतु बायोटेक्नोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट पिला अलगा जिंस को जाई परिबेनी। ओनली दे विल गो टू दिस कंप्यूटर साइंस, जाई कंप्यूटर आगे बसी की जॉब करिवे। तो सेटा गोटे जॉब तमे जदि चाहिबो सेटा तमे जाई परिबो। बहुत पिला जॉइन करछंती, बहुत पिला सेल्स एग्जीक्यूटिव होछंती करछंती। मास्टर्स पीएचडी परे तुम माने जदि चाहुचो तो मास्टर्स पीएचडी परे कोन हुए ना, तुम गोटे क्वालिफाइड जॉब को जाउचो, माने गोटे बहुत बड़ प्रोडक्ट अछि मार्केट को आसीबा, जेमति कोरोना वैक्सीन। एई टाइम रे बायोलॉजी रो बहुत इंपोर्टेंट अछि। तमे जदि कोरोना वायरस बायोलॉजी पढिथिबो बढ़िया से गोटे पीएचडी डिग्री रखिथिबो, तमे गोटे वायरल वैक्सीन सेंटर रे गोटे ऑफिसर हे परिबो। तो एटा हला सब बेले चांस एंड अपॉर्चुनिटी डिपेंड करे। तो यू नेवर नो, जस्ट if you have a very good idea, like तुमर जे माइंड रे अछि मु जॉब करिबी, एई जिंसटा करिबी, तो सेटा को रख सब बेले, सेटा को टॉप रे रख आ करि चला काम। सेटा केबे भी माने वेस्ट जीवनी, तार किछ ना किछ वैल्यू अछि। just keep on that feeling hope and keep on doing things in a very normal level. One day it will come, then you will get it. but bachelor रे कोन हुए, हम माने भाबू कि हमको सब जिंस तुरंत मिल जाओ, बुझ पाइलो, सेटा मिलिबोनी। सेटा को टाइम लागिबो, जो जिंसटा समय लागिबो, जो जिंसटा को टाइम नै के आसीबो, सेटा बहुत वैल्यूएबल। सो जस्ट कीप इट इन माइंड। बैचलर लाइफ रे तुम माने बुझी पारुनो कोन करियर अछि। पेरेंट्स माने माँ बापा मन सब जहा भी संग माने पाठ पढ़ो, जॉब करो, मैरिज करो, देन यू आर डन, दैट्स इट। बट ता परे भी गोटे लाइफ अछि। तुम माने कोन चाहुचो एग्जैक्टली? तुम माने जॉब चाहुचो ना तुम माने पढ़िया पे चाहुचो, ना तुम माने एग्जैक्टली से टॉपिक को पूरा छोट छोट करिकी काटिकी फंडामेंटली बुझिया पे चाहुचो, जेमि न्यूरो साइंस। मु एते खुशी थिली फाइजर रे जॉब करूथिली माने 2.5 वर्ष जॉब थिला मोर इंक्रीमेंट भी होउतला बट मैं छाडी देली सेटल्ड लाइफ के जने छाडी की पीएचडी जॉइन करिवो पीएचडी आन पीएचडी इज लाइक वॉकिंग ऑन फायर जणा नाही पीएचडी कोन तुम माने भाबुछ पीएचडी कले मिली जीवो मु तुमको स्टोरी कहूची आईटी कानपुर रे पिलाटे पीएचडी कला 10 वर्ष पर पीएचडी छाडी देला ताको मास्टर के बाहर कर दला तो गोटे स्टोरी एमिति बहुत स्टोरी अछि
Exactly.
तो नेवर थिंक नथिंग इज परमानेंट इन लाइफ सबु किछि जिंस चेंज होउची तो तम मानकू डायनामिक होबा को पड़िबो तम मानकू सबु बेले किछि ना किछि एमिति जिंस करिया को पड़िबो जोडा अन्य माने करि पार नथुबे थिंक यू आर ए प्रोडक्ट थिंक यू आर बीइंग सोल्ड इन अ मार्केट तो तमरो वैल्यू बढ़िबो सेते बेले तम माने जते बेले अधिक एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट पकेबो तम ऊपर मु एठी एथि पई अछि बिकॉज़ एथि नै कि मोर मार्क अछि भलो एमएससी मास्टर्स रे किमा बीटेक रे सेटा अछि बट ता परे भी एक्स्ट्रा क्वालिटी कोन अछि ना मु मोर जो कथा कहबा स्टाइल सार मान को सहित किंबा जो वे ऑफ टॉकिंग सेटा डिफरेंट देन अदर्स तो सेति पई मु एठी अछि मते मास्टर जो आनी सेठी तार डिफरेंट रिक्वायरमेंट अछि तो तमर जो जिनसटा तमे शार्प जो कोंती रेजर शार्प तो क्वालिटी ताकू सब बेले टॉप रे रखियो केबे भी ताकू डाउन रखिबोनी तमर तम भीतर गोटे क्वालिटी अछि समस्त भीतर गोटे क्वालिटी अछि कीप इट ऑन टॉप दैट थिंग विल टेक यू सो फार जस्ट बिलीव इट ओके जॉब पढ़ा पढ़ी ये सब जिंस सब सब चलता रहेगा ओके एक दिन आएगा सब कुछ ऐसे लेवल पे आ जाएगा बट तुम्हारा जो क्वालिटी है वो ऊपर आ जाएगा सो जस्ट कीप इट ऑन दैट ओके बहुत ही गला
Thank you so much for enlightening us on this important. It was really important. And if there is any questions from participant sides, they can unmute themselves and they can ask.
Hello.
Hello.
This is Rishi Krishna. I'm in final year, and it
Okay.
was really inspiring. भाई माने आपन सहित कथा है कि मते लागला जेमथि मु किछि किछि मोर माने माने छबिटा भी देखुची सो मोर गोटे क्वेश्चन अछि
बिकॉज़ फाइनल ईयर जिंसो टाइम मु कहतली सबले ओके को
ना माने इनफैक्ट आपन को पर्सनालिटी whatever you said from the start and last some images so
okay.
it was nice listening to you so more of a question achi ki like you are studying neuroscience so kuha hoy ki amo brain ro mane dita sides thae gote jota ki basi inclined towards artistic side and how gote basi inclined towards mane all these applied things such as mathematics kariba ki so what do you think if a person has both so mane tar interest thibo like artistic side but maybe like the other side is also going well so how do I find ki
ei sabu ei person ta life रे किछि कर परिबो नै
मते भी से लागुतला
okay
तो क्वेश्चन दे मु ना मु कहूची मु एग्जांपल दउची मु एली से पर्सन हला मु सब जिंस करूची आर्टिस्टिक बट आल्सो प्रोफेशनल सो वर्तन मु स्टक I have to give preference to one of the things to achieve something in life. Let's say you are doing artistic or something like personal things. Okay, you will achieve love, happiness, friendship, everything. But you will lose all these things, which is called career, money, and everything. So you have to give some time. You have to give the preference to one of the side. Then you are going ahead, and after some time you try to balance it. It's always like you're going up and down, and then you're going up. Okay, it's never the same. You cannot go parallel. You have to go like this.
माने अब भाई to be brutally honest देखो माने देखो we all are like we have already taken a path जोटी हमें भाभी देइछु कि यार हमें पाठ पढ़ी की कोन हो माने पाठ पढ़ी की एमबीए करी की ए बीटेक सारी की जॉब पे करी की पीएचडी पोस्ट डॉक करी की
Exactly.
क्या करिवु that we will invest our time भाई ଏବେ photography ରେ ତମେ ଯିବ ଗୋଟେ DSLR ଟେ 40-50 K ଦେଇକି କିଣୁଛ ତା ଉପରେ ଶାଗୁଆନର photo shoot କରୁଛ ବିଭିନ୍ନ forest କି photo walks ରେ ଯାଉଛ that is again you are investing on top of it but do you
Exactly. So those investment, I know it will pay off one day, but you have to believe in that. ଆଜି ନୁହଁ କାଲି ନୁହଁ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିଛି ହବ।
ଏକ୍ସାକ୍ଟଲି ସେଇଟା ଇନକ୍ରିମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ଏଡିସନ ହଉଛି ନିଜ ସ୍କିଲ ରେ। କିନ୍ତୁ ତମେ ଯଦି କହିବ କି ମୁଁ ଆର୍ଟିଷ୍ଟ ହେବି ପୁରା ତ ମାନେ ଏବେ ସୁବାସ ଭାଇଙ୍କୁ ସେଇ ଫଟୋଗ୍ରାଫର ଯିଏ ଇନକ୍ରିମେଣ୍ଟାଲି ଭାବ ୱିକ୍ ରେ ଆଙ୍କ ପୋଷ୍ଟଡକ୍ କାମ କରିକି ଆମ ସହିତ କଥା ହେଇକି ତାଙ୍କର ଖାଇବା ପିଇବା ସବୁ ଦେଖିକି ସିଏ ତା ବାଦ ୱିକଲି ହାର୍ଡଲି 3 hours କି 2 hours କାଢିଲେ ସେଇ ମଡେଲ ସହିତ ଫଟୋ ଉଠେଇବା କି ଫଟୋ ୱାକ୍ ରେ ଯିବା ପାଇଁ ଜର୍ମାନୀର କୋଉଟେ ଭଲ ମାନେ ଫରେଷ୍ଟ ରେଞ୍ଜ ରେ କୋଉଠି ତ ବଟ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ 2 hours କିନ୍ତୁ ଯିଏ ଗୋଟେ ଡେଡିକେଟେଡ ଫଟୋଗ୍ରାଫର ଥିବ ଭାବ ଯିଏ +2 ପରଠୁ ତା ମାଇଣ୍ଡ ସେଟ୍ କରିଦେଇଥିବ କି ୟାର ମୁଁ ଫଟୋଗ୍ରାଫି ହିଁ କରିବି ତାର ପୁରା ୱିକ୍ ସେଇଟା ଯାଉଛି ତ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ବର୍ଷକୁ ଯଦି 54 hours ଦଉଛୁ 1 hour per week ସିଏ ତ ଭାଇ ଗୋଟେ 2 week ରେ ସେତିକି hours ଦଉଛି ତା କ୍ୟାରିୟର ଟେ ବନେଇବା ପାଇଁ ତ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆଇଦର ତମେ ଛାଡି ଦିଅ ପୁରା ଲାଇନ ଆଉ କରିବ ଯଦି ସେତିକି ବ୍ରେଭଲି ଡିସିସନ ନେଇପାରିବ ଟେକ୍ ଅ ଡିସିସନ
ତା ପାଇଁ ଦିଟା ଜିନିଷ ଦରକାର ସେମିତି ଯଦି କି ଆର୍ଟିଷ୍ଟିକାଲି ଭାବୁଛି ମୁଁ ଆହୁରି ବି କହୁଛି କ୍ଲିୟରଲି ଦିଟା ଜିନିଷ ଦରକାର ଗୋଟେ ହେଲା ପଇସା ଇନଭେଷ୍ଟମେଣ୍ଟ ତମକୁ ଯିଏ ପଇସା ଦେଇପାରିବ କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁଅସଲି ତମେ ୱିଦାଉଟ୍ ଏନି ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କରପ୍ସିରେ ତମେ କରିପାରିବ କାମ ବିକଜ ମୁଁ ଏବେ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଫ୍ରିରେ କରୁଛି ମୁଁ ୱିକଲି ଡେଲି କରୁଛି ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ରାତିରେ ମୁଁ ଯାଏ ପର୍ସନାଲ ସୁଟ୍ସ କରେ ନାଇଟ୍ ଜଙ୍କି ଷ୍ଟାଇଲର ତ ତମେ କରିପାରିବ ତମ ପାଖରେ ଯଦି ପଇସା ଅଛି ମୁଁ ଏଟା ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପ୍ୟାସନ ପାଇଁ କରୁଛି ଫ୍ରିରେ କରୁଛି ଯେତେବେଳେ ଟାଇମ ଆସିବ ମୁଁ ପଇସା ନେବି ଲୋକଙ୍କଠୁ ତ ସେମିତିଆ ତ ତମକୁ ବହୁତ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଙ୍ଗ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଷ୍ଟବର୍ନ ହବାକୁ ପଡିବ କିଛି କରିବାକୁ ହେଲେ
ଓକେ ସର୍ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ ଅଛି
did you find the answer very मतलब बहुत ही बढ़िया आंसर टा लागिला did you find it माने highly plausible and justified मतलब बहुत ही भल लागिला आंसर टा भाईंकरो तमे और स्किल टा टाइम रे आंसर हला ऑब्जेक्टिव आंसर तमे जहा कर जॉब करो एमटेक करो कि पीएचडी करिया जाऊ पीएचडी तो तम पई सेकेंडरी जिंस एमबीए करो तमे साइड बाय साइड एबे आर्ट टाकू केमिति आई कैन वाउच फॉर दैट कि नो वन इन दिस एबे 4 वर्ष रे जिए अछ तमे को भी के ओडिसी करूचो डांस कि भलो ड्राइंग करूचो कि कैलीग्राफी करूचो कि पेंट करूचो कि ये फोटोग्राफी करूचो यू आर नॉट एट अ लेवल कि यू कैन मोनेटाइज इट कि तमे सेटू यू कैन मेक इवेंचुअली यू विल हैव टू गेट अ स्क्वायर मील पर डे हला माने यू हैव भाई दैट इज द ऑब्जेक्टिव इवेंचुअली यू हैव सम
सेटा बहुत करेक्ट जिंसडा
philosophy starts only when your stomach is full you cannot do philosophy on माने ये empty stomach तो सेटा तुमको दरकार तो मु कहली तमे किए भी सेटा एतकी क्वालिफाइड ना हो तो तमे हेटा सिख गिव सम मोर टाइम भाई देखो हमटू केते बड़ हेलनी तो से करी करी एबे गोटे स्टेज को पहुंचलेनी कि तांके एबे सेही देश रे जाई कि माने मॉडल्स सहित फोटो उठौचनी एटा करचन सेटा करचनी तापरे ही विल इवेंचुअली कम टू अ फेज मु जानि छि विभव बेहरा हम सीईटी रही 2008 बैच पास आउट से वाइल्ड लाइफ फोटोग्राफी रे केते आगु गलेन ताको नेशनल जियोग्राफी कोन कोन अवार्ड दैछन विनय बेहरांको पुओ से 2008 इंस्टीट्यूट तो सेटा ग्रो करी 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 से मो एक्साइम बेला बहुत आगु को पळेले तमे धीरे धीरे सेटा करि परियो किंतु एबे
से जिंसडा केबे भी कंपेयर करिवनी कहा सहित तमे
कर आउ बढ़ई चल स्किल चाकरी टे कल केमिति मु फोटोग्राफी कले मु देखिछि शुभश्री रो कि से केमिति भाई
चाकरीटा हला बस 24/7 रे चाकरी हला किछि घंटा पय 40 घंटा पय चाकरी तापरे तमे 24/7 जो टाइम पाउछो सेथरे तो बहुत टाइम फ्री पडुछ ना सेथरे तम क्वालिटी किंबा जो स्किल अछि ताको बढ़ाओ
सेटा केमिति भलो कैमरा किनिबी लेंस टे किनिबी माने छोटिया मु देखिछि अरे जो एक्सप्रेस म्यूजिक फोन रे पिला नोकिया रे फोटो उठौतले मो सामना रे 3rd ईयर 2nd ईयर रे तळे हमर स्मार्टफोन आसी नथिला सेटा परे केमिति लुमिया किनि की फोटो उठबी तापरे भलो कैमरा डीएसएलआर सेटा सब सीटी पिला सेटा ही हम सीटी कि माने पूरा स्ट्रीट स्मार्ट हमें केमिति सेइटू करी कि एबे ऊपर को जाई कि जदी के वॉइस रिकॉर्ड गीत गाउचंदी केमिति टिके भलो करी भलो डिवाइस दियो भलो सॉफ्टवेयर यूज करो
सबले क्रिटिसिज्म को आगे रखिबो त मु जे क्रिटिसाइज कला ताको थैंक यू कहबो तो सेही तो मो आगु नबो हला
यस सर सर आ गोटे क्वेश्चन अछि सर आपण न्यूरो साइंस रे काम करूचंदी तो डू यू हैव एनी आईडिया ऑन न्यूरल स्टेम सेल्स
मु एग्जैक्टली न्यूरल स्टेम सेल ऊपर काम करछि कोन क्वेश्चन पचारो
सर एक्चुअली मोर सेमती किछि आइडिया नहीं बट आई हैव इंटरेस्ट इन दिस फील्ड सो मते बस टिके बस जाने आ जस्ट एन ओवरव्यू
हम ब्रेन रे दीटा एरिया अछि गोटे हला सब वेंट्रिकुलर जोन गोटे हला सब ग्रैनुलर जोन हला
ओके
से दीटा वेंट्रिकल साइड रे था हिप्पोकैम्पस गोटे एरिया आ
या
गोटे हला वेंट्रिकल तो से एरिया रे किछि सेल अछंती ताको कह जाय न्यूरल स्टेम सेल हला न्यूरल
ओके
स्टेम
ओके
सेल रे बहुत प्रकार वेराइटी अछि न्यूरॉन्स एस्ट्रोसाइट्स माइक्रोग्लिया ओलिगोडेंड्रोसाइट्स एपिथेलियल cells all these cells are there.
ओके
But one of the cell type is called neural stem cells, which are quiescent. They are nicely sitting there. And when you have molecular cues, when you have an injury in the brain, or when you have something which is totally unrelevant to your normal life, it's totally starts up to spike your neuroregeneration process. The neural stem cells become neurons and then they go to the cortex for their function. So this is called adult neurogenesis. There is something called developmental, like when a child is born until it is like some 3 or 4 years, something like this, the neurogenesis goes on, neurons start to become and integrate into the cortical circuit, then stop. And then when you are adult, like now we are, until 90 years of your age, the neurogenesis still goes on. You can have more neurons and more what you call more functional neurons. ଏବେ ଦେଖ ତମେ ଯଦି ଚାହିଁବ ଗୋଟେ ନୂଆ ଜିନିଷ ଶିଖିବା ପାଇଁ ତମେ ଟାଇମ ଦଉଛ ବଟ ଏଟା ଟାଇମ ନଉଛି ବିକଜ ତମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଛୋଟ ଥିଲ ତମେ ବହୁତ ଜିନିଷଟା ଜଲ୍ଦି ଶିଖି ଯାଇଥିଲ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବଡ ହେଲା ତମକୁ ଟାଇମ ନଉଛି ଶିଖିବା ପାଇଁ ରାଇଟ ତ ସେଇଟା କହନ୍ତି ନ୍ୟୁରୋଜେନେସିସ୍ ମାନେ ଆଡଲ୍ଟ ନ୍ୟୁରୋଜେନେସିସ୍ ଇଟ୍ ଟେକ୍ସ ଟାଇମ ବଟ ଇଟ୍ ୱିଲ୍ ହାପେନ୍ ଇଫ୍ ୟୁ ଗିଭ୍ ଇଟ୍ ଟାଇମ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଟାଇମ ସେଟା ତମର ମେମୋରି ଆଣ୍ଡ ଲର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ସେଟା ସ୍ଲୋ ହେଇଯାଏ ବଟ ହୁଏ ତ ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କର କନସେପ୍ଟ ଥିଲା କି 1990s ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ କି ଆମ ବ୍ରେନରେ ନ୍ୟୁରୋଜେନିକ୍ସ ହୁଏନି ନୂଆ ନ୍ୟୁରୋନ ବନେଇ ପାରିବ ନାହିଁ but myth has been broken. We are having neural stem cells in our brain like hematopoietic cells, like stem cells we have in our body for the blood, bone marrow and others, right?
या
So you have these neural stem cells which can make neurons and they are functional. They can integrate into your circuit and make you functional in any disease like Alzheimer or any HD or any other Jacob's point, anything, any disease.
ओके
Yeah.
सर एक्चुअली डू यू हैव एनी आइडिया कि जदि मु बीटेक परे न्यूरो साइंस कोर्स जिबा को चाहूँ एक्चुअली न्यूरो साइंस इज अ वेरी वास्ट कोर्स सो आई एम नॉट एबल टू डिसाइड हाउ टू
न्यूरोसाइंस रे
लाइक
तमे कोन करो तमर यदि डायरेक्टली करिया अछि मु तुम गोटे सजेशन देबी प्रथमे मास्टर्स करो किंबा प्रथम गोटे इंटर्नशिप करो अप्लाई फॉर जेजी बिल्स और जीएस एग्जाम रो नाला जेजी बिल्स ग्रेजुएट स्कूल एग्जाम ओके इंडिया रे
ओके
अछि
ओके
तो सेटा अप्लाई करो सेटरे बहुत तीनटा जिंस थाए गोटे थाए मैथमेटिक्स बायोलॉजी एंड थाए इंग्लिश तुमको ये तीनटा जिंस क्लियर कले तो 60 to 80% मार्क रखले तुमको इंटरव्यू पे डाकिबे पीएचडी नो इंटर्नशिप पे तुम अप्लाई कर परिबो जेजी बिल्स टीआईएफआर तार पक्का कोन सेटा कोनती विजिटर्स प्रोग्राम तो डायरेक्टली तुम कौन सी टीचर देखो न्यूरो साइंस रे बहुत जन करछन टिफर रे एनसीबीएस रे न्यूरो साइंस पे अलग इंस्टीट्यूट अछि इंडिया रे IITs no IITs no like core institutes these are called core institutes they are public they are not private they are public so you apply for internship and get to know which subject in the neuroscience you want because तमे बे जानी ना हो कोन करिवो
यस
मु तुमको कहि देबी तमे खुशी हे जिवो बट तुमको देखियार अछि एटा कोन सेति पय तुमको प्रथम गोटे छोटो इंटर्नशिप करिया पड़िबो गोटे कोन सी जगह रे हला
यस
तापर तुम डिसाइड करिवो को न्यूरो साइंस तुम करिया पे जाउछ न्यूरल स्टेम सेल्स किंबा कोनसी डिजीज किंबा कोनसी डायरेक्टली माउस ऊपर किंबा मु जेमति माउस ऊपर प्लस ह्यूमन अल्जाइमर भी मु काम करछि तो ए सब जिंस डिफर करिवो तमे तले नुवा नुवा जिंस एक्सपीरियंस करिवो जानिवो तमर आइडियाज चेंज होबो तमे ए जिंसटा लाइक करिवो से जिंसटा को लाइक करिवो सेमति होबो
ओके ओके थैंक यू सो मच थैंक यू सो मच
या वेलकम
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today and for being a part of our initiative. and we really feel
Okay.
glad to have got this chance to connect and interact with you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Wish you all happy weekend, and also don't panic. Stay calm. Stay positive. Everything is fine. Bye.
Bye, sir.